Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we are doing the crossword for Monday, December 15th, 2025. So on a very pleasing date, because it's 12/15/2025, did you find this to be a very pleasing crossword?
It was a very pleasing Monday crossword, I would say.
Good. It was definitely Monday.
Mm-hmm. It had a very visual theme.
Yes, it did.
Easy to spot. Easy to solve.
Right.
At least for me, I didn't have too much trouble solving it.
Me neither.
And it was helpful if you figured out what was going on.
Yes, extremely.
So just all the elements for a good Monday.
Yes. And for the record, this was by Jeff Jerome. This was his debut. Oh. And Andrea Carla Michaels, a name I bet you recognize.
Oh, yes.
She has done 92 crosswords, including 68 Mondays.
Wow.
She definitely knows how to do Mondays.
Yeah, this is a good one. Mm-hmm.
And the theme?
The theme was very cute, very clever. We had a series of circled squares in groups of 6 on 2 lines, 3 on top and 3 on the bottom. So they made a little rectangle there of circled squares, 3 on 3. And if you answered all the clues correctly, those circled squares would be filled with the word bed twice. Bed, B-E-D, going across on the top line, and then B-E-D on the bottom line. So bed. And we had those 1, 2, 3 different places. And they were part of clues like disrobed, B-E-D at the end, or subbed, B-E-D at the end, hobnobbed, and B-E-D at the end, stubbed toe, at the end of stubbed, you have bed. We had dubbed film. And we had bedazzled. All had the word bed embedded within.
Ooh, I saw what you did there.
The answer. And it all came together with the revealer clue 59 across, which was camp sleeping spots or a hint to this puzzled circled letters. And that was bunk beds because they were configured like bunk beds, one on top of the other.
Yep.
So. Pretty simple theme.
Yes, indeed.
And like I say, very visual because those beds just, stick out as you look at the puzzle, look at the answers there.
Right.
But pretty easy to navigate.
I agree. So would you have chosen the top bed, the top bunk, or the bottom bunk?
I have slept in bunk beds in various locations, and I have slept on the top, and I have slept on the bottom. And I do prefer the bottom. So.
Less climbing.
Well,
and the air is
less
thicker.
Falling.
air is thicker down there. Yes.
Yeah. No, I fell out of the top of a bunk bed once.
Did you really?
Not fun. Yeah. So, but
how do you fall out of a bunk bed?
Well, you
toss and turn in the middle of the night.
Well, no. Actually, I was getting up and I had swung my legs over the side of the bed. And I guess I did it a little too rigorously because it made me slip right off the bed and run down to the floor. So,
ouch.
But at least I landed feet first, better than head first.
That is true.
So, yeah, that was a rude awakening.
So, great theme. I liked how we had bunk beds, but we also had 6 across. That was judge's seat from the French, and it was banc, B-A-N-C.
Yes.
I suppose if you piled 2 of those judge seats on top of one another, you could have bunk beds.
Well, you might.
Or bunk seats or something. I don't know.
We had a couple of bathing clues. 18 across was prepared to bathe, and that was disrobed. And that was one of our bed answers. And then 2 down from that, 27 across, good long bath, soak.
Yes.
So I thought, maybe this is going to be a bathtub theme or bathing theme as I was working through, but not so.
And that was a mini theme.
Little mini theme, getting you ready for the bunk bed.
I like the idea of a good long bath. I think the world would be a lot better place if just before battle, people had to go and take a bath for 15 minutes.
Uh,
I think it would help calm things down.
well, that might be a good idea.
You know,
Yes.
you're planning to sue somebody, go sit in a bath for 15 minutes, then come back. You'll be all pruny and not as likely to want to sue.
Right.
We had 9 down, opera great Enrico Caruso.
That's right.
That's a name you don't hear very often.
No.
Wonder how he's doing. Probably not well.
Not anymore.
Can you sing any Caruso songs?
I remember my mother had a Caruso long playing record that
Really?
she would play occasionally. Yes.
Oh, if you had it now, that would be worth big bucks.
Oh, yes, it probably would.
Go check out the boxes, see if you can spot it. I just wonder, there was that let's see, was it the Barber of Seville or the Bunny of Seville
Barbara Seville.
with Bugs Bunny?
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
Was Caruso involved in that?
Well, he did have some cartoons where there was an opera singer. I remember that.
I wonder if that was supposed to imitate Caruso, because I've never seen Caruso. I'm not even sure if I've ever heard Caruso, but I certainly recognize the name.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
We had, as you mentioned, one of the theme answers was 24 across. Schmoozed with was hobnobbed.
Yes.
I just love that word, hobnob.
Hobnob,
I like to hobnob with the celebs.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And I did learn another new slang word, 11 down, on blank, looking great in slang, on fleek.
Yeah, I think we just need to start arresting people, because I think on fleek, I don't know. I think I'd like to be a member of the language police.
I'm gonna try that next time. When I'm out with my friends and I see.
Don't do it.
I say, "Hey, on fleek there." They'll probably escort me to a different table or something.
The people around you will say, "That was so last week."
No, I don't think so.
Let's see. We had 30 across. Bridge support, truss. Mm-hmm. And they also could have mentioned the British Prime Minister, who didn't last as long as a cabbage, but Liz Truss.
That's right. Yes, that's right. I forgot.
A little bit of British history. Oh, it's hard to forget Liz Truss. Actually, the metaphor for how long her administration was going to last, that was
right.
That was very memorable.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
10 down was slug-like Star Wars crime boss. With those 2 B's, I think I was thinking of Lando, and I went for Labo.
Oh.
So I had Labo there for a while. And
he wasn't slug-like.
well, no.
Jabba the Hutt was a big slug.
Yes, and that is the correct answer.
Lando, he was handsome.
Well, but I remembered Land. All I know is I was going for a 5-letter answer, and I thought Lando, and then I thought Labo. Actually, I had the 2 B's. So again, I thought Labo first, and I thought that sounded like a Star Wars character.
Labo.
That's right. They didn't get into the final cut.
Uh-huh.
Somewhere in the film cutting floor lies Labo.
Right.
But Jabba remained in the movie and in 10 down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was like 3 down. Ridiculous. It's absurd.
Mm-hmm.
I need to use that word more. Absurd.
Absurd. I know,
That's absurd.
That's I'd alternate between absurd and inane.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Just to, sort of add a little variety there.
Uh-huh.
33 down, re-election restriction. I thought it was going to have something to do with ages, but it was term limit.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And that M, the second M of term limit, the one in the limit, ran into 61 across. Sci-fi writer Isaac Asimov.
That's right.
There's a writer who becomes less and less well known as time progresses. Mm-hmm. Let's see. I ended up at 49 down. Deck the halls syllables, and I went for la la. No. Which meant I had for 46 across. Foreign language film that you don't have to read subtitles for. I had dubbed Lilm. And I was trying to figure out, what's a dubbed Lilm? Uh-huh. And then I realized, oh yes, it's fa la 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 la, not la 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 la.
Fa la 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 la.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we had 57 across, one named Brazilian soccer star, Pelé.
Palin.
I think he was just in the news. Or no, maybe it
No.
was Messi.
Yeah,
Messi was just in the news
I
because
believe Palin passed away.
right. Yeah, it was Messi. He was in India, and I guess these fans just rioted
Oh,
like
yeah.
you wouldn't believe. Well, you would believe if you followed soccer fans. But,
Yeah.
So, yes, this was a fine crossword again by Jeff Jerome and Andrea Carla Michaels. And that is it for the Monday crossword, but it is Monday, as we just mentioned.
Oh,
And
yes.
so that means it's time for JAMCOTWA, the Gene and Mike Crossword of the Week Award. And this week we picked
Sunday. Yes, yesterday's puzzle.
Yes, indeed, by Zachary Edward Brown and John Kugelman, and it was entitled Change Locations.
It was, and what a theme it was. It was the theme that just kept on giving because we did have changed locations within the theme, the names of states with one letter changed, and those letters were circled, and then if you put all of those circled letters together, you got a word misplaced that also went along with the theme. And of course, we had a revealer that was the name of a rather unusual movie, I understand. I've never seen it, but Altered States. And that is exactly what we had with this theme. States that were altered and letters that were misplaced and locations that were definitely changed.
Yes.
So just an amazing feat, I think, to put something like that together. And when you know that one of the authors here, Zachary Edward Brown, is still in high school.
Yep.
And 16 years old, it just makes it all the more awe-inspiring.
Yes. And the rest of the grid was great too, of course. You know, sometimes when you have sometimes when you have an elaborate theme, it sort of is at the cost of the rest of the clues. But here the clues were just crisp, really novel, really terrific.
Yep.
Listeners are invited to check out yesterday's podcast where we go through this crossword in detail.
Yep.
And that then is it definitely for today. Thanks everyone for listening.
Yep.
We'll be back again with our cutting edge analysis of Tuesday's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.